How's it kind of feel, and how the first kind of week or the first couple practices been for you guys so far?
Actually, I've been kind of excited, because I never played the SEC scene before, so just kind of enjoy that moment and just be grateful for that. And then, for the most part, we've been just focused on the young guys and their development, and just trying to string them along and keep them going, because I know at the beginning of the season it can be a little tough, especially when you're not really in a rotation or you trying to still figure out a role for yourself on the team. So I think now, seeing that we got older players going out, and younger players trying to step up, and just hope that they can make that step, especially within these next 2 weeks.
I know Loxie talks a lot about like how the full practice, at least to start out, like they go back to the basics. How much of practice, kind of the routine and whatnot, does really change, and then before you switch up to team prep?
I think for like a bowl prep, we kind of go into like a spring ball kind of deal. So you start out you just start out just with basic things, so you don't really go into pads. You kind of taking it back like to really day zero. You know what I mean, and trying to teach like the techniques and the things that you want us to do. So I think from that aspect, it's kind of a good thing, because you kind of get like just refresher, kind of get to start back just from the little stuff, and then build your way back up, and you kind of get better that way. So I've enjoyed it.
Sure.
Who's been standing out to you among the young guys?
Among the young guys, I think Dylan Fontes, he's been on one. Uzi Atkins, he's been doing pretty good. Young guy. Billy doesn't count as young to me. Well, he kind of does. He redshirt freshman, right?
Sophomore.
Oh, he still counts. Yeah, Billy doing good. Cameron doing good. So I could really point out. I think I forgot a lot of people, because I feel like all the young guys, they've been taking like a gradual step. So I think doing that and playing the bowl game, and then kind of seeing like where we are after that, gonna be all right. Gonna be good.
From Dylan and Uzi, what specifically have you seen from them in the practices that stands out to you?
I think his development, especially like when I first saw him, because I used to come out to spring practice, I used to watch him, and to know like he was he was 17 at the time, so I think for him he was just still growing and still trying to figure out like who he was as a football player, and I think he still is. But I think now you kind of start to see like everything come together as far as like hand to feet coordination, and just like football IQs getting more sharper, and just learning like instincts and techniques, like just to take you through like the play, whatever. So I think we're saying good guy. Uzi, he just like he really like a speed guy, and I think for him he been more at like the nickel and the star, and really like kick return, punt return. So I think they're doing pretty good in that aspect too.
The nature of this game, it's the end of one season, but coach says it's the beginning of the next. What becomes more of a priority? What becomes more important as you guys prepare for this standalone game?
I think the more important thing is just figuring out like who we have as far as like who's going to give us the best chance to win. Because I know like for him, he looks at his preseason, and I know he actually wants to win the game too. So it's just like for me, I didn't look at his preseason, because it was just like preseason don't start until after like spring ball and like all the spring workouts and stuff. At least like from my perspective, but I think for us it's just getting an extra game and just getting the experience, especially just playing a different team in a different conference, and like one of the bigger conferences, you know what I mean? So I think for that, I'm real grateful for that.
The season you had a stretch where it seemed like you had I think back-to-back interceptions, you takeaways and stuff like that. Were other players like rubbing their on your shoulders to maybe hoping that it was going to rub off?
Nah, they weren't trying to get no juice or nothing, no genie stuff. But I think they was just encouraging me just to keep making plays and just keep doing what I'm doing, because at first it was just one of the things like they just wanted to see what I could do, and they weren't really sure like what they were going to get, but they knew they was going to get it somehow, some way. So I think for that it was just keep building on what I was doing, and then like for them, they just love seeing that it was just a new guy coming in, just trying to tie everything together. And I think it kind of gave them some confidence too.
At what point did you realize that this was going to be a special season like that?